There's an excuse that everybody buys off on. Universally, people buy off on this excuse. And if you use this excuse, you know people are going to buy off on it. They're going to give you a buy. This is the excuse that you can use in any situation, in all situations. And for some reason, it's universal in our culture that people will accept the excuse. That makes it incredibly seductive. And it really is like the Swiss Army knife of excuses. You can use it in any situation, at any time, as long as you're willing to be so bold as to say this. Because there are obviously some situations you shouldn't say, I didn't try. Or, I just didn't try. I just didn't try. I didn't pass the class, I didn't do that residency, I didn't do this, I just didn't try. You don't even have to say more, like an explanation. As long as you say, I didn't try, people go, oh, I guess he could have if he tried. And if you do it all the time, of course, they'll start to wonder if you try at anything. And so it carries some freight that's damaging for you. But it's so seductive because literally, if it's an issue of intelligence or talent or giftedness or tenacity or whatever, none of that will be in question if you say, I just didn't try. I just didn't give it any effort. You can preserve your Superman cape as being the all-knowing, all-seeing super person. You can keep that idea of gifted and talented that got you into gate class way back when. If you just say at the right time, when you fail at something or fear you're going to fail at something, I didn't try. This is actually the road to perdition. You are going to destroy yourself with I didn't try. You've got to try, you've got to exert, you've got to be a person who does exert, and you've got to be more in charge of your life if you really want to live it with satisfaction and a sense of achievement, a sense of being grown up, a sense of being grander, of living a bit larger, quite a bit larger, is to take personal responsibility for your choices, acknowledge your choices, acknowledge what you chose to do, you choose to do, and take responsibility for that. The more you take responsibility, it's going to have an interesting effect because you're not going to like saying, you know what, I just let go of it and I didn't try, and I mean I really let go of it. It's my bad. If you let it resonate inside you, you can get off the addiction to the Swiss Army knife. Because really, a Swiss Army knife is not as good as a box of tools. It's one thing that can do a lot, but it does all of them sort of mediocrely. Get real tools. Stop the business of I didn't try. Since you're a high achiever, you may know about this. High achievers often hit a wall. They're going along, they're having one success after another, and then suddenly something happens and they grind to a halt. And it's confusing because they're not sure what it is they've done wrong, if it's anything. They just know that they're not moving anymore the way they're used to moving, the way they have moved in the past. If you've run into like what seems like a ceiling over you, and you're kind of in a fog and you're mystified as to what's getting in your way, you can even kind of slide into a swirl of doubts and wonder if you've ever really achieved anything significant at all, and whether any of your amazing achievements that you've done were anything but kind of fronting or a little bit of a fraud. That is really negative and pernicious, and it doesn't have to be that way. I want you to go get a free report from me. Go to drkenchristtian.com/breakthrough and receive from me this free report with action steps that are going to tell you exactly what to do now to get you going.